Hello Internet, welcome to another video of NV Talks in Fieberbrunn, Austria. I had the privilege to go on my snowboard trip by plane. Let's dive in. Fieberbrunn is a small charming town located in the foothills of the Alps in Austria. The town is known for its thermal springs that have been used to treat ailments since the Roman times. Today, visitors can enjoy the natural hot springs and the many recreational activities available in Fieberbrunn, such as hiking, skiing, cycling and horseback riding. The town has a number of other attractions, including a museum dedicated to the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. In the summer, it's great to downhill mountain bike, and in the winter there's plenty of snow in Fieberbrunn. Fieberbrunn is known for off-piste snowboarding and skiing. If you're a beginner, I would recommend you to follow a slope tour with a professional guide. The season ends when the quality of the snow is poor. I went in late March and the last time it snowed was 2 weeks ago, but I still had a lot of snow. For the speed devils, there's a challenge to ride 65 kilometers of slope in one day. Not my cup of tea, but if you want to join, you gotta install the Skyline app, so you might be able to win a prize. So I just arrived in Austria. It's around 8 p.m. right now and I'm almost going to bed. And I'm so stoked to make my first meters on my new board. If you haven't seen my board yet, this is my board. It's the Capita Doha Defenders of Awesome. Isn't it awesome? I was planning to go with Tim, but Tim has COVID, so he can't come. And now I'm just going to dedicate this vacation to shooting some nice images and some nice videos. So hope you enjoy and see you later. It's almost the end of the first day and it was great, except for my feet are hurting, so I'm taking a lot of breaks. It's not too crowded. I just met some locals and they said that this is almost the end of the season, and every end of the season is a different time. I have to say, the snow is still great. Good evening, people. Today was the first day. My feet still hurt, but it's okay right now. Today I'm too tired. Maybe tomorrow I'll discover the nightlife in Fieberbrunn.
So I'm walking in Fieberbrunn right now. It's kind of weird. I asked for a taxi and they weren't able to call a taxi. No one picked up. So I'm just walking and hopefully I can get a taxi back.
So I finally arrived in Fieberbrunn at the piste, as you can see. But unlucky for me, I cannot shoot any pictures or make any videos, so this is it. My impression of S4 upper ski is it worth the 15-minute walk? Probably not, but is it fun? If you go with a group, probably. There's not much dancing, the music is quite hard, so everybody is like screaming over the music, which is a bit annoying. See you in the next spot. Here, enjoy the view. So the snow cannons aren't working right now. They are working, they aren't using it because it's too warm, but it's still great. Right now it's like 13 degrees on the top. It's really hot. Feels like it's 22. This is like the summer for the Netherlands, except for the snow. I'm the first. That's why I can film here. So the wellness just opened and we have a dance spot, which is quite big. And we have an infrared koud down, which is a cold room for if you just went in the sauna. And we got the bio sauna, which is also very nice. The wellness here opens from 3 o'clock and ends at around 7. The Austrian cuisine is famous for its extensive variety of dishes, most of which are made with meat, potatoes and seasonal vegetables. Dishes may also include dairy products, such as cheese or cream, and traditional Austrian side dishes like dumplings or pancakes. Austria's regions have their own distinctive culinary traditions, and many restaurants offer a variety of local specialties. Morning guys, it's a beautiful day today and the sun is shining and there's enough snow, and let me show how beautiful it is. Check out this beautiful setting. It's beautiful, but the roads are pretty steep. I did a little speed check that time, so I had to walk like 10 meters, but it's beautiful here. Today I'm gonna discover a bit of Sauerbuff in Chiclet. Let me prepare and I'll see you in the snow. The slope in the Fieberbrunn has some steep areas and some flat areas to practice. I would personally spend 2 to 3 days in Fieberbrunn. In the other days I would really recommend you to discover the other areas nearby. I would give the slopes in Fieberbrunn 3 stars. The slope in Leogang has a little bit more to offer. Like Fieberbrunn, it has a few snow trials and a nitro park, which is a fun park for the more experienced and more thrill-seeking snowboarders and skiers. In Leogang, I would definitely be able to have fun for 7 days. I would also discover the other area because there's a lot. So after all that snowboarding, my feet died because my boots were new. So I went on a search for boot warmers. Scariest! I walked inside S4. They were very busy and still helped me warm my shoes. So my boots are heating right now. As you can see, they got a special machine for it. So around 15 minutes and my boots are warm, and then I have to put them on tight and then they will fit my feet perfectly. I was really grateful, so I booked at them for my first private lesson. I could already snowboard, but I never tried skiing, so I wanted to take one lesson. So I tried some skiing. I'll say it sucks. I took a ski lesson, but my feet were dead again. So after 20 minutes, I could change the skiing lesson into a snowboard lesson without any extra charge. I had from S4 a Dutch instructor that showed me some technical tips. With my experience as a teacher, I could spot a few flaws during his lesson. Tom was still in his early 20s and studying, so I couldn't blame him for anything. Besides that, I had a useful lesson. And Tom of S4 snowboarding skills were technically very clean, so he will have a lot of potential in the future as a teacher. A day later, I really wanted to learn some tricks on my snowboard. My main goal was to do the trick called the 180 into tail butter 180 out. I got this local Austrian teacher named Wolfgang from the Widdman school. Although he was in his mid-30s, he really is a snowboard veteran. Popping tricks was like breathing for him. We laughed a lot and I could really appreciate his teaching style. He's a very patient and humble snowboard teacher that mastered all of the basics. If I go back to Fieberbrunn, I would definitely visit Wolfgang at Widdman.
Flat face?
Yeah, but a little more on my toes.
With a little bit toe pressure. And in the perfect example, you don't really think about a whole 180. You just think about maybe 160, 170 degrees. Now we try to do frontside 180. For you, it's a switch function. Because it's like the second part of the trick. You okay? That was so close. So close.
If you go to the center of the ski circus, you could have a long snowboard trip, like a month or a few months. I would recommend you to have a car. Fieberbrunn is for families and pretty calm compared to the other areas. If you want nightlife and not be in the same bar every night, you should check out Saalbach or Hinterklemm. When I was there, the hotel couldn't reach any taxi company, so you should bring someone with a car. The music was loud, that's why everyone was forced to talk loud. It was actually crowded, but not a lot of dancing inside. I'd rate nightlife in Fieberbrunn 2.5, but in their defense I only went one day. The hotel I stayed in, I'll rate 4.5 stars. The staff members were friendly and the food was great every day. Every day you had 2 or 3 choices for dinner, and for every dinner there was a salad in a fresh salad.
Let's go.
The building still has its old traditional Austrian looks, but they did invest in modern luxury at places where needed, like in the wellness area. To learn skiing or snowboarding, this environment is great. It's not crowded and I'll give it 4 stars. It's more than enough and it offers a lot of ski and snowboard schools with great quality. In the Netherlands, choice is often France or Austria for a ski vacation. But in my opinion, the food is better and cheaper in Austria. So price and quality, I would say the food in Fieberbrunn is 4 stars. So in total, I'll give the whole vacation together a 4-star review. And before you leave, some last tips. If you're planning to go to Fieberbrunn, rent a car or go by car will really help you in this area, since its public transport is limited and taxis are difficult to find because they are mostly centered around crowded areas like Saalbach and Hinterklemm. Also, if you're going longer, I would personally go somewhere in the middle of the ski area, so you don't have to travel too much by vehicle every day. With your ski card, you can actually explore everything in the area. If you go to Fieberbrunn for 7 days like I did, start exploring the other areas like Saalbach and Leogang by snowboard or ski gear on day 1. Make your way back to Fieberbrunn early, because the ski lift stops half an hour earlier and you don't want to be trapped. Fieberbrunn for me was discovered in 2 days and boring after 3 days. I kind of regret I visited other areas later on in my vacation when the sun stopped shining. So learn from my mistakes and have fun. I hope you really like this and subscribe if you want more of this content.